Hi everyone, so I recently just got back from a 5-week trip around Europe. Today I'm going to be showing you what I took with me in my makeup bag for my trip, and I'm also going to show you my basic everyday travel look that I wore, just something that was quick and easy to put on, that I could wear all day whilst traveling and doing some sightseeing. And I'm also going to show you how I would turn that into a night look, because most of the time we would go out all day during the day, and then we would come home and have a little bit of time to sort of freshen up and get ready to go out for dinner or go out later at night. So I'm going to show you how I converted my day look into a night look just by freshening it up and not actually just reapplying products and making it more nighttime. So before I get started, I'm going to show you everything I brought. So this is my makeup bag that I took with me. All my makeup is in here. This makeup bag has two compartments. There's a bottom one that's quite deep and big, which I put all my face products in there, and then there's a top compartment which I put all my eye and lip products in there, and also my makeup brushes. So I'm going to show you what everything is. I'm just going to unzip the bottom, and just looks like that, so hard to show. I have one brush in there. This one was a bit too long to put in the brush compartment in the top, so I just put that bottom. It's just my powder brush. I took two foundations with me, my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Cadiz. This one I used mainly for nighttime looks or going out. It's a bit more full coverage. And I took my Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation. This one is in the shade 330 Toffee. This one is great to use for traveling because it's so compact, so small. You can even put it in your handbag and touch up on the go if you need to. And you know, you can avoid it leaking and all that sort of stuff when you're on the flight, on planes and things like that. Next, for concealer, I took my LA Pro Girl concealer. This one's in the shade Cool Tan. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, which I use to highlight. For powder, I have my Revlon Nearly Naked powder. That one's in the shade 050 Deep. I have my little BYS Contour Trio. This one is in the shade Sassy. It just comes with a bronzer shade, a highlight shade, and a contour shade. It's really nice and compact, so that's why I took that. And for blush, I have my BYS Blush Trio. This one's in the shade Endless Summer. I know this one's sort of broken in the pan. That actually happened on the flight on the way home, which really sucks, and I got pink powder all over my stuff, but managed to clean up most of it, and I still have these two shades, which is good. I have my e.l.f. Duo Eyeshadow Cream. This one's in the shade Coffee and Cream. I use that dark brown shade for contouring, so again, just for nighttime looks, for heavier looks. I also have a little bit of my Ben Nye Banana Powder, which I just put in this little tub, because I didn't want to take the whole thing. It's such a big bottle. I just put a little bit in there. I took a sponge with me as well. I also have this MAC Prep and Prime highlighter, and this one's in the shade Peach Luster. I actually bought this in Italy. It was about, I think it was about 25 euros, so about $37 around there, but yeah, $37, $40, which is a bit cheaper than what it is here. It retails for about $50 in Australia. So that's everything that I have in the bottom compartment. For the top compartment, this is what it looks like here. So I have all my brushes here, and then I have all my lip and eye products there. It looks a little bit messy at the moment. For my eyebrows, I have my Maybelline Brow Drama in the shade Dark Brown. I also have my Maybelline Master Graphic Eyeliner. It's a liquid pen eyeliner for my top lash line, and my Maybelline Master Precise Smoky Eyeliner. This one's just a one for my bottom lashes. It comes with a little smudgy thing as well. Also I have my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and for mascara I have my Estee Lauder Sumptuous Infinite Daring Length and Volume Mascara. This one was a gift, a Christmas gift from my sister, which I have in there. I took one lip liner with me. This is the Rimmel London Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Addiction. These are my lipsticks. I have 3 natural shades and 3 bold shades. So I have my Maybelline lip stain in the shade Perpetual Plum. Another lip stain, this one is in the shade Always Hot Chili. So it's a natural, so that's a natural pink one, the Perpetual Plum, and this one, Always Hot Chili, is a natural brown one. So it's sort of more of a nude colour. And I also have my Rimmel London lipstick in the shade 19. It's also a natural pinky colour. For my bold lipsticks, I have another two from Rimmel. So this is my Rimmel in the shade number 29. It's a purpley pink shade. And then I have this hot pink. It's the shade number 60. And then from the brand, it's called Eyes Lips Face. It's from Kmart. I have this shade called, it just says Cream Lipstick 004, and it's a really nice, really dark, plummy red shade. And I also have this one from Estee Lauder, which came in the set with the mascara, which was my Christmas gift. And it's this cute little sample. It's in the shade 340 Envious, and it's a really cute little red lipstick, which I am obsessed with. Oh, I also have another eyeliner. This is a brown eyeliner from that brand Eyes Lips Face from Kmart. So I'm going to show you my brushes now. My Real Techniques setting brush. So this one's just for under the eyes to apply that Ben Nye banana powder. My e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush for concealer. My Sedona Lace Tulip brush. This is FB03. This one I used for contouring and for blush and highlighting as well. But just instead of taking multiple brushes, I just used this one, which was great to use. For foundation, I have my Real Techniques multitasking brush. For eyeshadow, I just took 2 brushes. I have my shader brush by Nude by Nature and my blending brush by Sedona Lace, which is EB13. And I also have another contouring brush. This is sort of a sculpting brush. It's kind of a dupe for the NARS ITA brush. It's from Artiste. It's just called number 55 contour brush. So now I'm going to get started into my day look. First, what I would do is I'd start off by taking my brushes out of the compartment, because if I sort of went into the bottom compartment and then had to open up the top one, I think my lipsticks and stuff would start to fall out. So I would just take out my multitasking brush, the Sedona Lace Tulip brush, and my concealer brush. And then I would zip up the top compartment and open up the bottom one. And so the bottom one had my powder brush, which I would take out as well. I would go in and just get my Fit Me foundation. This one's sort of a lighter coverage, so it's really great to use for during the day. So I just put that all over my face and on my neck. I just blend that in using my Real Techniques multitasking brush. So to start off with, I'm going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime. And I'm just going to cover up any of those dark circles. This is actually great, and it's perfect for my skin tone. A lot of people use really dark orange shades, and I have done that in the past, which it works fine, but I feel like this actually works just a bit better, because once I apply it, you can't actually see that it's orange, and it just covers up those circles really well, and that darkness. So next I would go in with my LA Pro Girl concealer, and I would just highlight as I normally would under my eyes, bridge of my nose, center of my forehead and my chin. and just blending that in using my e.l.f. concealer brush. Now I would take my Revlon Nearly Naked powder and my powder brush and just go over that. Just all around my face. If I was setting my concealer, I would just take my setting brush by Real Techniques and I would just pour a little bit of that Ben Nye banana powder into the lid, and I would just take the smallest little bit. Because this is a day look, I don't want it to be too bright. I'll just tap off the excess and I would just pat that on underneath. Just go around the other areas that I've highlighted as well. Now for bronzer, I take my BYS Trio, and with my Sedona Lace Tulip brush, I would just go into that first that first bronzer shade, and I would just apply that to my cheeks, around my temples, around my jawline, and I would go into that darker shade, the same brush, and I would just go in and contour, carve out my cheekbones a little bit, and just go around the same places just to deepen that up a little bit more. Go into my blush trio and go into that orange shade and just apply that to my cheeks. So that is my face done, and I could close up the bottom section of my makeup bag and just go into the top. And since this was a day look, I would generally just go in with my brown eyeliner, just because it's more of a natural color. It's not such a harsh line. It's just to add a little bit of depth and definition to my eyes. So I just go and lightly line my top lash line, and I would just rub that with my finger just so it wasn't such a harsh line and make it a little bit smoky. And then I would go and do the same thing for my bottom lash line. Just apply it. And it doesn't matter how neat or how messy it is, because you are going to just be rubbing that with your fingers. And then I would go in with my Estee Lauder mascara and just apply a light coat of that. Not too much, since it is a day look. And then I would just comb my eyebrows into place using my brow gel. So today I'm going to go in with my Maybelline lip stain in the shade Perpetual Plum. I'm just going to apply that to my lips. So now I'm going to move on to my nighttime look. So yeah, usually I would wear this look all during the day and then come back to our apartment and have a little bit of time to sort of freshen up and get ready. Obviously this is not exactly how my makeup would look after, you know, maybe 6-7 hours of walking around. It would slightly come off a little bit, but you know, I'm just going to show you what I would do normally. So I'd start off by taking out all my brushes. So I would take out the remaining 3 brushes, my eyeshadow brushes and my contour brush. And then I would go into the bottom section. And I would first start off by reapplying some powder to my face, just around the edges a little bit, just to freshen that up. And then I would take my Ben Nye powder and I would just dab that under my eyes. Just to brighten up that area and also down the center of my face. Just taking my powder brush and wiping off any excess that there might be. And then I would take my contour trio and my contour brush by Artiste, and I would go into that dark brown shade, and I would just carve out my cheekbones more, just to add a harsher contour. To the other side as well. And I would just take a little bit and go around my temples and around my jawline. And then I would reapply my blush with that Sedona Lace tulip brush, just for a more heavier application. And then I would take my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I would take that shade at the very bottom. It's called Champagne Truffle, and just with the very tip of that brush, just go into that and just apply that to the tops of my cheekbones for a highlight, and also just on my nose and Cupid's bow. So now that's my base done, I can close up the bottom compartment of my makeup bag, and I would go into the top one. And start off by going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Just put a little bit of that on my eyelids. And it doesn't matter if you go over that brown eyeliner, because we are going to apply a black eyeliner over the top. And then taking my blending brush by Sedona Lace, I would go into this shade here, Salted Caramel, and I would just apply that all over my eyelid, up to my brow bone, just to set that eyeshadow primer. And then I would go into this sort of darker brown shade up the top. It's called Milk Chocolate. Just apply that in my crease as a transition colour. Go into Cherry Cordial, which is a darker red shade, and apply that in the crease as well, and in my outer V. So now what I would do would go into with my shader brush and go into Marzipan, which is a gorgeous bronzy gold shade, and just apply that on my eyelid. And I'm just patting that on. Going into Cherry Cordial again, just applying that in the crease and blending that out. And then I would go into Triple Fudge, which is a dark brown shade, and just apply that in the outer V and crease to deepen that up. And then going into Milk Chocolate, just blending all of that out, and applying a little bit more Marzipan on the eyelid. Then I would go into Champagne Truffle and apply that my inner tear duct with my shader brush. And I would also apply that same shade in my brow bone. And I'm just going to, with my same blending brush, just go into Cherry Cordial and just run that on my lower lash line. So now what I'm going to do is line my upper lash line with my Maybelline pen eyeliner. And then I would line my lower waterline with my Maybelline Master Smoky eyeliner. So just line that the pencil end, and then I would get the smudgy side and I would just smudge that out. I would go and apply a little bit more mascara. And then I would choose one of my bold lip colours to complete the look. So today I'm going to go with my Rimmel London lipstick in the shade 29. This is probably one of my favourite lipsticks. So there we have it. That would be my nighttime look, how I would transfer the day look to my night look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!